For member statements today, we will hear from the honourable members for the districts of Baie Verte-Green Bay, Lewisporte-Twillingate, Fogo Island, Cape Freels, Mount Pearl North, and Placentia West-Bellevue. The Honourable, the member for Baie Verte-Green Bay.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in recognition of November being Diabetes Awareness Month, and on the eve of World Diabetes Day, I want to highlight a beautiful and courageous 3-year-old Sophie Roberts, who resides in the community of Triton along with her parents, Jake and Jenna. Sophie was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 14 months and was wearing an insulin pump before she reached the age of 2. She leads a very active life according to her mom, and they try not to restrict her too much. Parenting a child with diabetes can be challenging. Parents Jake and Jenna live with the constant worry, stress, and responsibility of raising Sophie and educating her about her medical issues. Children with diabetes can live a long and healthy life. Parents and caregivers play an important role when children are young. Type 1 diabetes is often referred to as an invisible disease because on the outside people live normal lives, but those who are affected, especially young children and parents, will tell you their lives are anything but normal. Mr. Speaker, I respectfully ask all honourable members to join me in supporting Sophie Roberts and her parents and wishing them the very best that life has to offer. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the district of Lewisporte-Twillingate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in this honourable House to recognise the Twillingate Volunteer Fire Department, who celebrated their 50th anniversary on October 27th. In 1968, following a devastating fire that destroyed the courthouse and countless important documents, the Twillingate Fire Brigade was transformed into the Twillingate Fire Department. The need for equipment was paramount. In the first year, they purchased a new 500-gallon Dodge truck. 2 years later, a station wagon which served dual purposes for the fire chief and acting as a backup ambulance for the hospital. Since then, with the support of the community and government, they have seen continued progress in the areas like equipment and essential training for members. Over its 50-year history, 4 chiefs have served the Twillingate Volunteer Fire Department. Chiefs Ari Cooper Jr., Fred Pierce, Dave Earle, and current serving Chief Craig Clark. They were presented with the Willie Cooper Memorial Award for dedication. Mr. Speaker, I ask all members to join me in thanking past and present members of the Twillingate Volunteer Fire Department on 50 years of dedicated service and wish them safety and success in their next 50 years and beyond. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The honourable member for the district of Fogo Island, Cape Freels.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 2 years ago, Reverend Gerald Gilly stood in front of his congregation and issued a challenge. You see, there was nowhere in Gander Bay to honour those who paid the ultimate sacrifice or the veterans from the First and Second World Wars. On March 30, 2016, the Gander Bay Cenotaph Committee held its first meeting. Chairperson Francis Brinson, Secretary-Treasurer Dave Pickford, and members Marvin Otter, Thomas Pickford, and Philip Francis answered the call. A site was selected and the work began. The support in and around the Gander Bay region was outstanding. The committee and supporters sold tickets on a painting of the Caribou Memorial at Beaumont Hamel. They accepted in-kind contributions and monetary donations. On November 11th, 100 years after the guns fell silent from the Great War, the cenotaph was unveiled. This Remembrance Day was significant for the Gander Bay region. The ceremony drew well over 200 people. 64 names printed on the memorial were read aloud, followed by family members laying wreaths to honour their loved ones. Please join me in showing our support to the Reverend and Committee of the Gander Bay region for their long-awaited memorial. Lest we forget, Mr. Speaker.
Here. The honourable member for the district of Mount Pearl North.
Mr. Speaker, on Wednesday, November 7th, I had the privilege to attend a cap and gown graduation ceremony at O'Donnell High School in Mount Pearl. All 216 graduates looked stunning as they donned their cap and gown, putting many proud smiles on the faces of their parents, friends, and teachers. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize all and congratulate all of the 28 2018 class of graduates of O'Donnell High, valedictorian Nathan Pitts delivered an excellent speech as he captured the personalities of the graduating class and reminisced about their time as students. 75% of the 2018 graduating class graduated with either distinction or honors, and over 45,000 in academic awards was received by very deserving students. Teachers and parents are to be commended for their outstanding support. Without it, no student would be able to excel, no school or graduating class would be able to experience such success. I would also like to extend my congratulations to Principal Michelle Clemens as she completes her final year of an outstanding 30-year career as educator. I ask all honourable colleagues to join me in applauding the principal, staff and volunteers of O'Donnell High for organising a very beautiful ceremony, and especially in congratulating the graduating class of 2018.
The honourable member for the district of Placentia West-Bellevue.
Mr. Speaker, last month the Burin Peninsula opened its doors to the world by welcoming global delegates as part of the Live at Heart International Music Showcase, the first of its kind in all of Canada. Live at Heart originated in Europe and was harnessed locally by the not-for-profit Vision 360 Productions under the direction of Mike Brennan, Ben Wiseman, Barry Stacey and Jamie Gear. Together they provided an opportunity for musicians and artists from our province to meet with industry representatives to develop business skills and identify new markets. Concerts were held at a variety of venues around the peninsula, giving the public an opportunity to hear these musical talents. Producers from all over the world came to hear our talent. One such producer I met, Mr. Speaker, from Los Angeles, has produced with the likes of Eric Clapton, Celine Dion and Katy Perry. I congratulate all of the artists who had successful deals signed at the showcase, and most importantly, I salute Vision 360 for their tenacity and desire to see this showcase become a success. Mr. Speaker, I ask all honourable members to join me in wishing these talented artists the very best of luck as they pursue these opportunities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.